Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Hand to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Snagged in the middle. It's sharp. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Tigers want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Paul, and now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Durham. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Second down coming up. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. A little screen to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looks as if he's going to run it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
LSU 7, Clemson 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the Tigers hit it quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking for space. It's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these...
It's a seam wide open. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after... Any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes you bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
This drive will open from the 15. The give to the tailback. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay.
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet bullet catch is plenty to give them a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look,
oh, it's out! Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive...
He lets one fly deep. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To throw, it's Klubnik. Got it behind the line. It's Randall. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Randall. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Sends it back in motion. The run from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback extends the play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that side. Getting the toe down for the catch. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in,
that's not the start they hoped for. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. LSU right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really.
He's got it up to 30. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside inside and you make plays, like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. From the gun, running back on the move.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Makes the grab past the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's got it on the run. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll run it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab on the shot. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to beat.
He's loose. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Clemson set up with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And he got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Got his man on the right. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Using his feet, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking to scramble. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the ground, it's Durham. Turning on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Shoots it to the left. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points. And running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets the first. What a way to pick up the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position.
Defensively, the clock late in the game when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You've got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now on the move. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Clemson.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squib, and he loses the football on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of